venit tayo for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.
Yes. This is Mr. Knowitall, and I'm here with Miss Bella, and we here to get it started. How you doing?
I'm good tonight. How are you? Oh Lord. Can we just get your phone together?
Now. Eh?
You can't stop that. One thing I just noticed, you can't stop it when Joker call you in the box like that. You ready? What is the title, Miss Bella? What is the title of the show?
Hello, everybody. The topic for tonight is masculinity dying. What is being manly? And what is being a lady?
Ooh. Oh.
Hmm.
Oh. I wonder, can a lot of ladies notice the difference between being a woman and being a lady?
A lady. Can they know the difference?
Do they know the difference from being a woman and a lady? What you think?
A woman and a lady?
Yeah, what's the
Are
difference?
you saying a female and a lady?
I would beg the difference that you can. Do you think you can be a woman and a lady? I think a lot of you can be a grown woman, but that don't mean you are.
Right. That's what I said.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Well, a woman is done by force. You are born into this world, male or female. So it just identifies your gender. So that's why I said a female. It's just a female human.
Well,
So, and when I think about a lady, I think that identifies your character,
okay.
as a person or the way you're acting.
Like Chelsea say, being classy.
Right. Being noble, things like that.
If you would, throw one out of every 10 ladies or whatever, or out of 100 ladies of today, how many would you? How many of 100 females? Just gather them up. I'm gonna keep them all in Jackson. How many you think is a lady?
I'll say roughly about 35%. There are so many women, period, right? But there are very few that are refined, polite, or well spoken. Education doesn't make you a lady, and which some people do, and they think about the quality of being a lady.
So you think being a lady is like a dying breed?
These days, yes.
Yeah, because if you say only 35% is a lady, that is kind of backwards trend. And
It is. It is. And the only reason I'm saying this is because there are very few people or women that I say that are refined, polite, and well spoken. So many women are so rah rah, outgoing, forget polite, I'm self made, I run this.
yeah,
It's very few that don't do that.
and I think we have I think this is the first time in my life that I have seen ladies more masculine than men.
The first time in your life, period.
First
What
time,
these days?
first time in my life that I have just looked out and just felt like it is more it is more masculine women than it is masculine men.
I
Like
mean, you can just go ahead. I'm sorry.
what I'm saying is I can sit back and I can watch men and women react, and it's the lady that feel like always the aggressor, and the man is more laid back and trying to listen and not kind of interrupting. It's like I think the I think women choose men now that they can be mothers to, not not that they can that'll lead them. That
And that's one of the signs there, period. That the women are choosing these men that they can be motherly to. But there are some guys who choose women that are like that because they want them to be motherly to them.
right. Yeah, because I think I was talking to somebody and they was saying how they do so much for their child and spoil their child, this and that. And I think ladies that got to a point that they not letting their men grow up to be a man. He's being dependent on his mother to a certain point. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think at some time in life, a man have to be cut off from all resources.
Wait, repeat that. It's like you froze, but could you say that again?
I said, in some time in life, it's like every man have to be cut off from all sources. At one point in his life, he got to feel like it's nobody but him. He got to depend on himself to get him out this rut. You know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as you start making mistakes, like a dude go out here and he starts smoking weed or he start committing crimes, this and that. One place, either in jail or walking or just finding yourself alone a certain kind of way, you have to like connect to yourself and say, me being a man, I got to change this. And, you know what I'm saying? I got to change me to do better. And I think so many times we get mothers and we get, maybe girlfriends or whatever that's pushing the men, and the men ain't pushing themselves.
That's true.
You know, but
But if you don't have that mindset, regardless, you can't always blame what you've been through in life
right,
to not toughen yourself up. If you're out here as a child, you're around here getting beat up all the time, you got to learn a new rope, learn how to fight or something. So that's just like life. You get beat up with trials and tribulations, things that you go through and experience. You got to learn how to make it yourself. You can't always say, oh, I can't worry about this. I'm going to call my mom or I'm going to call my dad or my uncle. You got to be able to handle those things for yourself. Because if you don't, how can you have a lady in your life? You're going to just end up with you a woman. Then that's when that woman become dominant over you. And she's the head of the household running things. But one, you don't want to work. And if
mm,
you do work, you feel like all you do is somebody in your life, 1 + 1 is always 2. It's a share tactic. But Chelsea said, a lady has morals, goals driven, and has self respect.
yeah, I agree. I agree because I
True.
think with the morals and goal, driven in things, I think having that certain kind of respect for ourselves, knowing what not to put out here if you don't want the backlash of it. A lot of ladies, you got to be careful how you dress, how you move, how you talk, what when I think of a lady, I've never thought of a lady and then watched a woman, smoke a blunt on live and said, that's a lady. I never did that. You know what I'm saying? And I think these days, some women can sit back and do something like that and think they're a lady. You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
just because you're a parent does not make you a lady. That makes you a woman with some children, you know?
And I think we
And
done
then,
got so far gone sometimes. Like I think a lot of women have got so masculine that they don't even know that they masculine. Like
mhm,
it comes off so natural that they talking to a man and they rah 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 and this and that. They don't even understand because you think because you got some cute earrings on or you got your hair done or you got long nails that you're ladylike.
mhm.
And and being a lady comes from within too.
It does. And then, first of all, when you meet people, you are judged and characterized anyway from your outer appearance before you even say anything to the next person.
Right.
So people look at you and they see how you move, your characteristics, how you talk. They judge you and they treat you accordingly, you know?
So saying
You
that,
polite, you know?
I know you don't be want me to go there when you say stuff like that, but ha, since we say people judge you from just seeing you,
Hmm.
I think ladies done got to the point that they don't care. They
What do you
don't care
mean?
what a person see them as.
Oh, a lot of people don't anymore. You know, those are people that are gotten satisfied within themselves. You know, the talk that men have been discussing lately, these are the women that's gonna um, die with their animals, you know.
They cat and dog. What's up, Michael Bailey at his house? And we got
Hello, the delivery man.
yeah. Hey, Mr. FedEx man. What your name is? What your name is? Oh, got Kimberly Balaj selling them good products and stuff. T-shirts and all that other good stuff. Um, you gonna have to say her name. Go ahead.
Preach, Miss Bella.
Who was that?
Lanobiyaki.
Look, I wasn't even finna try. I was like, I remember her standing out to me one time or something,
There's an actress by that name.
Maybe that's the actress. I mean, okay, I'm just
Uh-oh.
never know.
Some stardom.
We be having some stars peeping through here sometimes.
Okay. Good evening, Kim. Kim says she has those St. Patty t-shirts on sale.
$5. $5. Mainly smalls and medium, a few large. Inbox her for more information. And I be saying so professional.
All right, Bentley.
That's a word. And how they say, please like and share. It costs nothing to like and share.
And subscribe on YouTube, please. Okay, so we got a question. Chelsea says, so question. Remember in the early 1900s when smoking was considered
Hold on, time out. No, I do not remember in the
Okay,
19.
wait, hold
I'm,
on.
I'm
Hold
just
on. Let me read the comment,
go ahead,
okay?
go ahead, go
Calm
ahead.
down. So question, remember in the early 1900s when smoking was considered classy or sophisticated, did that change once companies, buildings stopped allowing smoking inside of it? You know, they used to have those type of cigarettes. People were calling them like the ones that were part of brothels are those that were performing, and that was the other woman, the mistress. They were different characteristic of women, but the classy ladies, you didn't see them doing that. The wives, you didn't see them doing that. You saw the performers doing it. The people that was part of the little brothel stuff, that's who you saw doing it.
And then they used to have that long black thing on the
Yeah,
end of
that's
it.
what I'm saying. They had the little stem to extend
Yeah,
their cigarette to make it long. But it
right.
was the different type of character of women that were doing that.
So what you gonna say? Ah, okay.
I didn't say, I just said those other women.
He said the brothels, when the Cowboys came in town and they were looking to have a good time and they be like, hey, where we going tonight, homeboy? We're going down there to the cafe and we're gonna get us a drink and us a woman. I'm just saying. So I don't know if it was sophisticated because most of the high end and upper salons, I would think probably some of the rich ones because you never seen a king's or queen smoking a cigarette. So we can look at it like that. Now, have you ever seen a movie where the queen is smoking a cigarette? No, that it wasn't. It wasn't in the 1800s, 1900s, 1600s, 1400s. A lot of men didn't even want their woman that smoking. It was the bad girls. And we're going to just leave it at that. The bad girls and the cool girls. And the bad boys and cool boys, like the wild, wild west dude that smoke their cigarette and kill you before they flip it and then hit the ground. There was them kind of jokers that smoked the cigarettes. I'm just saying. What's up, Didi in the house?
Hi, Dee.
You see? Read that.
The Bailey said he does UPS, FedEx, and AC repair, tall man, Machid.
Lee, man, you
Do
just,
it all.
I'm telling you.
I just didn't see plumbing on there, but I'm sure it's in your back pocket. Yep, Dee, like Miss Kitty. Yep.
Right, exactly. That makes sense. All right. So we had to clear that up. So I had to let Miss Bella clear that up because y'all think I be trying to be mean or something. I'm just
It's
saying.
something going on with your tech.
That's you. I'm looking at you on YouTube.
Okay.
You freezing up a little bit.
Okay. Well, just as I am, I think I see you doing it too. So I was just
Then I want you to. How you might got too many things open. You got
I do
anything else?
not.
Okay, all right. Just making sure because I'm looking at you over here on the YouTube page, and you freezing up a little bit on the YouTube page too. And I'm steady moving. I'm flowing. I'm free flowing. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry, I just don't do a lot of wiggling for no reason.
My bad, lady. Be a lady.
That I am.
It's all right. It's all right. Be a lady. I'm okay with it.
We'll keep it that way.
Yeah.
But listen, let's talk about the first part of your question.
I go
Is
ahead.
masculinity dying?
Mm.
So do
Ah,
you feel like
it
masculinity
feel
is
like
dying?
it been stabbed every time I look around. I see another dude. I be like, oh, it got you too. I mean, it just don't feel right. It's like when I walk into a store now, it's like I look around and it's feminine energy everywhere. It's just feminine energy everywhere. The
Well, you got
boys,
to.
the boys walking behind their mama, they like, oh, I mean, every just, it is not like boys are walking around and seem like they got confidence and they walking around and they being a man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you can blame or you can give credit to some of these movements that were started. These movements has taken away traditional masculinity. Like how you teach boys how to be rough, how you teach boys how to cut grass, how to change a tire. These are things men don't decide to do. They don't start with the small masculine thing in children's lives. You do see some guys when the babies fall, get up, you're a man, do it. That's one thing. But it was not long ago that it was masculine to respect and honor women. And you don't have that like you used to have it.
I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you this question, and I'll come behind you on these next few questions. Go ahead.
So are tattoos masculine or dark feminism? Listen, tattoos are a rebellious thing, you know, to even have ink on your skin, it's just being a little bad, because at one time, coming up, ladies didn't pierce their ears. Now everybody has pierced ears. They've been piercing their eyebrows and
No,
nose and lips, things like that. Piercings and tattoos, those are things that wasn't orchestrated back in the day. And these are just things that we cop out and we do. So, yeah, I don't think it's considered masculine. I think it's just being rebellious, just doing something.
and I think not exactly masculine, but bad girl type vibes.
That's just what I said.
Yeah, that's all. I think it because I done seen plenty of ladies that have tattoo and very feminine, but they still got that bad girl type, like a little rebellious bad girl energy a little bit. So we'll do it that way. All right, next.
Kim said, I smoke weed. I honestly stopped drinking because I'm on a weight loss journey. I don't know what to say about that one, Kim.
Well, read the rest.
Kim said, Harry Anslinger took the significantly unsupported idea of marijuana as a violence inducing drug, connected it back to Black and Hispanic people, and created a perfect patch. First of all, this is something that someone is stating or quoting from wherever their reference come from. We are not seconding this. We're just reading what somebody posted, okay?
Right.
And conducted into Black and Hispanic people and created a perfect package of terror to sell to the American media and public. By emphasizing the Spanish word marijuana instead of cannabis, he created a strong association between the drug and the newly arrived Mexican immigrants who helped popularize in the States. He also created a narrative around the idea that cannabis made Black people forget. Okay. And where did you get this information from,
Mm,
Kim?
he said, I guess.
Chelsea, you are. I guess I'm a bad girl at the moment. Well, half bad girl and classy gal. You
Because
got a little lady qualities.
'cause I think you, I think, I think people can be both. It's the same thing with when we think about ghosts in power. By daytime, he a businessman and all that. By nighttime, he turned himself into one of the ruthless
He
drug.
still was a businessman. That was part of his business.
But I mean, like, it had two sides to him, and I feel like today, a lot of ladies are struggling with both sides of them. You know, it's hard.
We all have both sides.
You know how you know how back in the day we watched them cartoons and they had the little angel on one shoulder and the devil on the other shoulder. We in serious battles with these angels and devils fighting each other, and the devil is getting stronger and stronger. They be beating up on the little angels. They be jabbing. They be
But you saying it jokingly, but that is true. And we wrestle not against our own flesh. It's against other things that we face within this world, you know. So I do agree with you. Thank you, Kim, for citing where you got that information from. I appreciate it. Oh, she says a documentary on Netflix. Can't think of the name. Okay. So it discussed the whole history of it. You should find the name and share it.
I think I done seen a couple of them documents on Netflix, and and one thing I can say about a lot of stuff is Netflix is still a controlled environment. So they allow, yeah, you know, they allow certain things on there and certain things they don't. You know, like Hidden Colors haven't made it to no big stream market yet. Um, you know, it's a lot of stuff that tells true history with people breaking down true history that don't never make the big screen, like the true Egyptologist that's over there every day. And I know it's one black dude that's over there that's always talking about, you know, Egypt, where we come from and all that. And I've never seen him on the big screen, but I see scientists that would just say, "Oh, these are aliens, and you know, aliens built this and this and that," and that get him time. All what's name, but people that's truly saying, you know, black people built this and did it this way, this and that. I don't never see them on the big screen. You know, so a lot of these things are being controlled because if you control the narrative to a certain point, you can control how people feel and think. You know what I'm saying? This
Yep.
is the same thing why, if you look at it, if we wanted everything equal, you could say a lot of Christians, Jews, and stuff like that have bigger platforms, and what atheist has a big platform to really go out there instead of Bill Murray or something like that. But you know, other than that, you don't really see people, and then they put him on after 10 at night. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You don't put him on in a daytime where he can be, you know, battle against, you know, go against people in real life, you know,
Hmm.
just like when people don't like what you say, just like Farrakhan, they take you off the air. Um, you know, it's no, uh, that's why they buy every market, major market that they can control, because they know if we take Farrakhan off Facebook, we take him out what's name, he can't get on a bigger platform or a platform.
Where he can get to the people.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Well, people can listen to somebody who thinks different. See, everybody is like herding cattle. If we give all y'all the same thing, fine. And you know what makes it so bad? I always think about that because I always like that commercial. You remember that commercial, Bella, when they got all the people going one way and they got like two, three people going the opposite way, and they say think different. And
Hmm.
then when you be out here and you be a man like me or somebody like me that think different than others, and then you get the other side that say, "Oh, you one sided. Oh, you this. Oh, you that." Oh, I just think different, and and I think when somebody just think totally different than other people, I think people should sometime wisen up and learn how to listen to another side and think another way about how you live and are yours working?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, I think about that type of thing too.
Kim said, Dave Chappelle on DL on Netflix. They are very political and call clear people out on their mess. But on that one. And they're trying to get Monique equal pay. They're trying to get it together. Equal pay as what? As Dave Chappelle?
Yeah. Well, not equal pay. You can't give her equal pay, but I mean, they ain't even they ain't even Monique. She speak a lot of truth. They ain't putting Monique on there. We talking about people who went against the system, and you also, when you think about it, even with Dave Chappelle, when Dave Chappelle went against the system, they called him a crackhead. And remember when he went to Africa, they called him a crackhead. Dave Chappelle, that's a Muslim. See, a lot of people don't know that part of him. He's a Muslim. And they call him a crackhead when he didn't take their money and play by their rules. People don't realize David Chappelle just got back on the scene the last 2-3 years. He was ousted just like Monique from making anything. When the last time you seen David Chappelle in a movie? Blue Streak or something way back then. Yeah, you seen David Chappelle in any movie?
I don't recall.
I mean,
I'm sure if you haven't, you would know. You are the TV connoisseur. Okay.
you remember So High, and Blue Streak way back in the day, and they ain't put
And
David.
he played in something with Eddie Murphy. What was the Eddie Murphy movie? When Eddie Murphy turned took a portion and he turned small. What is that movie called?
David Chappelle was in there.
Yeah, he was the comedian that Eddie Murphy was making him shame while he was performing.
Well, hopefully somebody will come up with that movie name.
Okay, that movie. Yep. Mike said, I wrestle with the flesh a lot with these ground deliveries. Some of these packages over 120 pounds. I love my job though. That's the movie name, Nutty Professor. That's it. Thank you, Chelsea.
What's name was in that? David Chappelle was in Nutty Professor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's when he came back. I said, y'all don't realize how long David Chappelle. I just said he just been back like 3. Think about it: 2018, 2019, 20, 21. That's 3 years. 3 years going into this 4th year now. He just been back like 3 years. I mean, I'm talking about where was David Chappelle 2012, 13. 14. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What was he before? I can say before 2016. Like, where was David Chappelle? David Chappelle was out of comedy. You got to think about I think them shows, the Chappelle show was airing in 2003, 2004, 2000. The last one like 2006 or something. Try to look it up when David Chappelle's show came out. Let me see. The last season of the David Chappelle show.
2003.
Right. And he was gone. I mean, till you feel what I'm saying? Like, we sitting up here acting like Let me see. David Chappelle was out of showbiz for how many years? Let's see. 2016 when he was out of showbiz to 2016 when he came back and did that $60 million deal with Netflix. He was doing little bitty comedy shows overseas and all kind of what's the name. So we got to understand that
Yeah, I just read that he was gone for about 10 years.
right. That's what I'm saying. See, look at that. David Chappelle was living on his farm after he left the show. And
Yeah,
he
he did a biography. They did a biography or
yeah.
something
And I
on him I
watched
saw.
I watched his biography when he sat down with the white dude and told him, I forgot what that show was when he told him why he left. And
Yeah.
he came back and he talked to Oprah on why he left. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, I wonder when that shit was.
In 2005, he abandoned a $50 million contract with Comedy Central.
What year, Dave? Hold on.
It is Tuesday, March 22nd, 2022.
What year David Chappelle? God.
Here is information from China Highlights.
What year David Chappelle interview with Oprah? I think they're saying 2017. 17. No, let me see. Oprah. Or was it 19? Chappelle told Oprah he was stressed out. That was 2006. And he still didn't get no more shows on the big stage for years after that. That was his first interview like that 3 years after the show was over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I had all his seasons. I watched all he had them 3 seasons. So we got to understand, that David Chappelle was ramrodded just like Monique. So let's get back on subject. I'm almost let me make sure I bring something down so we'll get back on the subject.
Okay. Your next thing says living and standing for something. This can be for anybody. Not just men and women. I mean, not just men. This can be for both women and men.
Right. Yeah, we got and I think with that men have to become a man, he have to be taught. You know what I'm saying? To live for something. You remember how they say you either live for something or
die for anything.
fall for anything or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think men got to have something they living for. And that's the problem. A lot of men do not have dreams. A lot of men don't have dreams. You know what they dream. You know what it is. They just think about getting money. That's it. That is not a dream. Just getting money. And when I look at it, and I'm talking to people, and everybody want to be wealthy. When you ask them how you gonna get to that point, I don't think most people know how to even try to go about getting to any point, because most people don't like save money. Most people like to live day for day now. Most people smoke up, blow their savings up in the air every day. If you just think about, if you smoke 3 blunts a day, how weed is or whatever these days, if you going through about $30, I'm gonna go on the low end, $20, $30 a day. If you calculate that $30, for a whole week, that's 200. That's $200. That's $200. You know what I'm saying? Every day, that's 2,100.
Yeah.
That's 2,100 every week. I mean,
Adds up.
20. So that's roughly for 4 weeks, you blowing $840. Just blowing it. So then you take that 840 and then you calculate 840 times 12. What did it give us? For 12.
Too much money. Too much money.
You know what I'm saying? And that can be just something.
That's at least about $10,000 at least. By 12.
There you go.
$10,080.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even every month you could be saving 10,000 just on that. That ain't even including your drinking habits or your cigarette habits, because most people that sometimes they smoke weed. When they're not smoking weed, they want to smoke a cigarette, a vapor, or something that costs more money too. You know what I'm saying? Oh, your phone, you on mute. Yeah. But you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you on.
Oh, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. But you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got to, sometimes we just got to understand that if we're not saving money, we don't understand exactly, what we're doing every day. If you actually have a dream, it's called making sacrifices to get there.
Yeah.
And
then
that's
just like they tell babies when you're learning how to walk, it's like, come on. And the baby take little steps. Little steps. That's in anything that you do. You have to take little steps.
right.
Just like with saving, you just can save a little. You'll be surprised if you save $2 a day by the end of the year, how much $2 a day will add up.
And you talk to people, and this is the problem. People want to look like money, but don't want to have it.
Right. You got to know how to look like money with cheap stuff.
People want to go out and buy
Michael Kors and all this.
$500 worth of purses and shoes and I used to, even back in the day, I used to watch a dude spending $400 on a pair of pants. If somebody spills something on your pants, you ready to shoot them.
I
know what I'm saying? Like, why? When you can go to Burlington or something else and spend the same designer clothes and spend $19, $16 and get the same pair of pants. I don't understand.
It just don't have the same little design or symbol or name, but they can wear the same.
Listen, it's the same. They sell designer clothes. What it is, just like anything, like that new Amazon store and stuff like that. Stuff like when it gets sent back or stuff like that.
Or it's probably
other carriers buy it and then they put it out there. You know what I'm saying?
Like clothes that have mistakes. You can't always see the
Right,
mistake, but they know the
right,
mistake is there, so they
right.
can't
A
sell it.
little snitch, a little stitch here, a little
Hmm.
there. You know what I'm saying? Some a little out of line. They don't feel like fixing it, and they just push it on. But I mean, hey, if you looking that hard at my clothes, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, player, hey man, you got a string hanging right there. Oh, really?
Thank you. I'll take care of
Let me
it.
hold
Tuck
on.
it in your
Give me
pocket.
your lighter. Oh, shit, it's off there.
Don't light it too far, it might come loose. But anyway, Mike said Dave left mostly because they wanted to take over the creativity parts of the show.
Right, right. And he said, and they wanted to replace people. They wanted to replace people like, oh, we want to make it, oh, we don't, can you put this person in there instead of that person? Or, oh, this looks a little like this here. And, he wanted to replace his cast and
Yeah,
put people that they
that
want
they wanted.
in there and stuff. And guess what? He got rid of the show and he still got his money by just doing a show, basically, all by himself. And still got the same payday years later by not selling out. What you said? Damn. What you said? That might be light. Just say 3 blunts a day for most people. I'm just saying. Some people are smoking, better than that. Or, it's according on how good it is. Uh-oh. You don't read that one? No. Well, like you on your thing on your thing.
I'm sorry, I just had an emergency.
Um, you okay? Okay. Oh. Well, I have a dream. Mike Buddy said, I have a dream that one day, not today or 1 week, that I will have a better handle on moving these packages around kitchens and bathrooms. Yeah. Is it $2 a day? Let me see, $14 a week, $56. Yeah, like anything, you have to kind of, you have to, you have to, you have to get yourself together. How you kind of want stuff, and I can understand that, Mike. Me, what's that? Hold on, just a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hmm. Yeah. Yep. But let's move on to the next subject. Raised up around men. We got to realize that a lot of people, a lot of men are not raised up around men. Um, they don't understand um, you know, how to be, how to really be around men and really um, move like men move. A lot of people don't even know the concept of moving like other men move. And I know, like with somebody like Mike and this and that, it takes a lot sometimes to move a certain way. Hello.
Hi.
Hey. So, what you think about men being raised up around men?
It's a plus. Chelsea said, I think that's why I had a lot of masculine ways. I was around women, but I looked up to most men in my life.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of men. I think it's like that on both sides. When a woman is around men too much, and a man is around women too much, they get on they kind of ways, and it just it's hard to come up out of that. I mean, like you have a child, and I know you understand the same thing, Miss Bella.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Miss Bella Chester talking to you.
Well, no. I just lost my niece. And so I think I'm going to have to go, guys.
Yeah.
So y'all just keep building your prayers and my family.
Okay.
Y'all have a good night, okay?
All right, Miss Bella.
All right.
All right. All righty. Oh Lord. Yeah. Man. I tell you. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's the that's the big problem with being on shows like this and taking your time to do. We sometimes don't realize how much stuff people got going on, in their personal lives and stuff like that. Um, Yep. You know, prayers gonna go up, and like anything, we probably cut the show a little early, but we gonna um try to push on a little bit. Just sorry to wasn't I just I felt I felt something was wrong. I understand. I know she was going through having people close to you die. It's never an easy thing. I that had more people close to me died since this corona thing, and I think in my whole life. And I think all of us feel that, our friends, our family, people we went to school with, and, stuff just going on in our lives that we can't get back. And how they say, we're going to dedicate this show to Miss Bella, and hopefully, everything okay. We're going to cut this show a little short, and we'll start back up next week. It is what it is. Just don't know what to say. Sometimes it's better when you don't know what to say, just don't say nothing at all. And like always, we're going to get up out of here just like we came in. And I'll see y'all next week, next Monday and Tuesday. Trying to get past all this good stuff. And please like and share. And we'll see y'all next week. See y'all next week. Peace.